Do you feel the need to get away from the Mojave for a little bit? Are you getting sick and tired of every single major faction in the Mojave Wasteland asking you to be their personal errand boy? Or maybe you're just tired of all these factions constantly out to assassinate you because, well, inevitably some of them are not gonna like you. Well, no worry because the Bloated Float has you covered. Hello everybody, it is Blaze Fan Gaming, and I'm here with another house mod review. This is the Bloated Float from Remco Verbeek, who, if you'll recall, I already did a review of his house mod Build Your Own Mountain Fort, and this one here is actually the very first house mod of Remco Verbeek that I came across. It's a couple years old, at least I think. Yeah, might be going on 3 years old now actually, but yeah, I came across this a long time ago when it first came out, and it's another unique house mod that I want to take a look at. Not quite as good as Build Your Own Mountain Fort, but another interesting house mod overall. It's going to be found here. We're in the Calville Bay, which does mean that I had to fight some cazadors to get over here. So yeah, definitely definitely going to be a dangerous trek to get to this place. But now that we're here at the docks, you'll see we have a little rowboat over here. Doesn't look the most stable. I'd be afraid to actually get in that thing. It could sink any minute, but whatever. But we're going to activate this, and here we go. And we are on the Bloated Float, which, if we go ahead, if you look out that way, you can kind of see that barrier. That is actually the Mojave Wasteland. So we are outside of the main map, kind of, sort of. If you pull up the Pip-Boy, you're still technically on the map, but yeah, you're kind of outside the boundary of all that. So that's the first appeal of this house mod. Is this one's definitely going to be for like the hermit type of character. Either you just want to live by yourself, or maybe you are just paranoid because, you know, it's Fallout and everybody's out to kill you, because that's what happens. So here we have a little sitting area where you can just, you know, take your time, relax outside. Nice little calm view. I do like that view actually. It's nice and serene. But we're gonna go ahead and check out the house. The key will be found in this mailbox. We're gonna go in here, and this is definitely going to be a more run-down type of a house. As you can see, we come right in here, and pretty much you can see the majority of the house as soon as you walk in. We're going to walk over here. To your left, we have the living area, which, just like Remco Verbeek's Mountain Fort mod, I do like the living area. You know, you just kind of step down here, and everybody just kind of sits around. You have a TV there. Just nice little cozy living section. Probably easily one of my favorite parts of this mod. We go to the left, you have a jukebox here. Now this says storage, but sadly there's not actually any storage space in here. I think this is just like, yeah, it's just kind of like decoration, but definitely a missed opportunity there. This could have easily been like a, you know, storage bin or utility shed, or this could have been where you put workbenches, but they're in another location. Yeah, not too much purpose to this room actually. Let's go ahead and go over here. And okay, to the right here you have the bathroom. Very, very modest, about as modest as you can get. To the left here, the bunk beds for your companions, they're going to be kind of cramped. In all honesty, I wouldn't really suggest having many companions in this house mod. They're It's not going to be a whole lot of room for them. I'd say like maybe one, two at the very most, but probably no more than one in all honesty. You have this bench here, which is supposed to be like the eating area, I believe. Unfortunately, can't sit here. The kitchen area right over here, which has fridge, sink. Have an oven here, which does not serve as the crafting location. It's just a storage area. The crafting for food and stuff is actually right here, but it's actually can be kind of tough to find the activator. Definitely something that could have been improved. I always find it a little annoying when you kind of have to search to make sure that you get the camp to activate. Now if we go over here to where it says Overseer's Office, this is, aside from the living area, probably my other favorite part of this house mod. If you come in here, whoop, oh, hang on. I cannot hit the right keys today. There we go. Okay. So if we come in here, and this is basically like the courier's office space. I always do like it when house mods add these like little office spaces that's like the courier, where they like do their work, where they're gonna plan stuff out. You know, the courier is busy. They need an area where they can like work and stuff. So I do like this area a lot. Couple disappointing things. Mainly, unfortunately, you cannot sit in this chair for whatever reason. That's really kind of a bummer. I really would have liked to sit in this chair, you know, just get some nice screenshots of just working at the desk. There is a terminal here that you can unlock. It provides a little bit of backstory as to the previous owner of this house. Don't really want to spoil it. There's not much to it, but I'll leave that open up. And this desk cannot be used for storage. That's another thing that I really don't understand. I really wish that you could have used this for some storage, even if it was just for like flavor and stuff. Can't activate the bob or anything. Yeah, not too much you can actually activate in this house, unfortunately. I still think it's kind of a good house, but unfortunately can't really activate a whole lot. I do like this area here with all these computers and stuff. That's a nice little add-on. Now if we go up to this ladder, we can get this nice little view. Here you can really get a nice vantage point of the Mojave Wasteland and the surrounding water, Colorado. Few decorations over here. Unfortunately, you cannot pick up this pistol or these binoculars. They are purely for decoration. You can ironically pick up the empty jet inhalers, though. That's kind of a so now this chair you can sit in, which is definitely nice. I always like being able to just like, you know, sit and relax in these areas. That really makes it a lot better. Let's go ahead and go back down here. So now if we come here directly across from where you first walk into the house, where it says utility, this is where you have your workbenches, your workbench, reloading bench, storage for your, you know, scrap metal, and ironically a free power fist. That's kind of a yeah, that's kind of a maybe a little overpowered, but you won't be coming across this house until late in the game, so I don't really consider that overpowering. Also a couple missiles, laser rifle. Yeah, few free goodies, but considering how far along you'll be in the game when you come across here, I don't consider that overpowered at all. There is a door over here where you can basically just get a different view, a different angle of the Colorado. Not much to it. Let's go ahead and go back inside. So yeah, not a whole lot to this one. This is definitely a more, you know, rundown hermit type place. Definitely nothing fancy. Very basic. Now if we come across here, this is one of the more major issues I do have with this house mod, the master bedroom area is up here, but if you'll notice here, we have this board that is in the way. You cannot activate it, and I have searched all over, cannot find anything that would actually get rid of it. And if you try, I even tried to see if I could. Nope, see, you can't even shoot it down or anything. So unfortunately, the only way I know to actually fix this is to disable it in the console command, which is definitely going to be a little bit of a mark against the mod. Anytime you have to fix something via the console, that definitely does go against it. And it is kind of significant because, you know, that's the main bedroom area and you're kind of cut off from it. But let's go ahead and disable that. Okay, yeah, it might just seem like a minor inconvenience, but it is a little mark against a mod whenever you have to use the console command to fix it yourself, especially for something like that. It is easily fixed. You just disable it, but yeah, now. So here is the master bedroom area, and just like the rest of the house, very humble, nothing fancy, kind of run down. You have a I like this little design, actually using a knocked over fridge on its side as your shelving area. I always like it when mod authors just do creative stuff like that, and you know, not just your typical furniture and stuff. You have a couch here, chair, bed, and once again, can be a little difficult to find the activator. It's not going to be over this cover area. You actually have to make sure you're hovering over the mattress. A little annoying, but not too bad. The few free magazines over here, and a Grognak the Barbarian book. Once again, few free goodies, but nothing overpowering, really. And over here, you have the master bathroom, which is ever so slightly more luxurious than the other one. I say ever so slightly because, well, really, who's going to take a bath in that? I would rather just go jump in the Colorado River and wash off that way. And that's pretty much it for this mod. This one is definitely very straightforward, not nearly as involved as Build Your Own Mountain Fort. This one is just a straightforward house mod. You don't buy it or anything, but it's very, very straightforward, very basic. You do get a few free goodies, but you come across it late enough in the game that I don't think it's going to throw anything off balance. Definitely my favorite parts about this housing mod are this living area. I do like the fire there too, that's nice. The office space, which the only thing I don't like about this is the fact that you can't sit in this chair. And just the fact that it's tucked away from the main Mojave wasteland is something that I like. This is definitely a house that's meant to fit the hermit type character, so that might be why there's not much in the way of companion space. I don't really see this as the kind of place that a companion-centric courier would be using anyway. This is very much, you know, basically almost like the studio apartment of the Fallout universe. Like I said, there are a couple issues that I do have with it. Like I said, you can't sit in the chair in the office space. The campfire can be a little tough to navigate. Like, see over here, now I'm having a lot of trouble finding it. It's best if you crouch. Don't really see any point in having this. I think they should have put a little bit of storage space in here. And like I said, the fact that you have to disable that little board across there, I don't know why that was placed there. Maybe I'm missing something, but yeah, it is a little annoying. I searched all over, couldn't find anything to get rid of it naturally. So those are my issues, and I guess you could say that the location where you access it could have been a little bit better because it's Calville Bay and, you know, Cazadors. I mean, really, Really, why would you make us fight Cazador? Seriously, who likes Cazadors in New Vegas? Does anybody actually like Cazadors? I mean, they can't even be respected. You respect Deathclaws, you don't respect Cazadors, but yeah, whatever. I still think overall it is a nice house mod. Despite the few issues that it does have, I do think that it can be used for a certain type of character. It can be good for role-playing if you're playing that loner type who really wants to get away from the Mojave Wasteland for every reason. And because of the location, I would say it's probably compatible. Sorry, it's compatible with most other mods out there since, you know, it's way off in the distance and you just travel here. I think the only way another mod could conflict with it is if it directly changes something here at the docks, which there might be a couple mods that do that, but I do think that this is tucked away enough that not much is really going to conflict with it, so that's a definite plus. So yeah, that is the Bloated Float by Remco Verbeek. Like I said, I definitely prefer the Build Your Own Mountain Fort mod. That one's much more involved, much nicer. Doesn't have as many issues, but this one is still a good house mod. It is unique if it's a certain type of career. And it is well balanced. It's not overpowering, but at the same time it's a little bit more than your typical metal shack. So yeah, I do think it's worth checking out if you are role-playing that kind of character. You might find it to your liking. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. So yeah, if that's the kind of house that suits a character you're playing, I would say give this mod a try. You might like it. And that's it for this review. I'll see you guys next time.